Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm Jane Morgan, Investor and Media Relations Manager for New Murchison Gold Limited. Today, I'm joined by our CEO, Alex Passmore. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Jane.
So, look, today we've announced a pretty significant milestone as we head into development for our Crown Prince deposit in WA. Can you tell us a little bit about today's release?
So exciting times, Jane. Today we're announcing the start of mining at the Crown Prince Gold Project in the Murchison district of Western Australia. We recently received our mining approvals to start activities on the ground, and we've then resolved as a company to rapidly move the project into production. And to allow us to do that, we've also announced our final capital raising.
And also in the announcement, we mentioned that we have our first blast at Crown Prince, which is scheduled for the end of June. So, how prepared is the team for NMG's transition from explorer to producer, and what internal changes have been necessary to sort of support this shift?
So we've been mobilising major equipment to site over the past few weeks in anticipation of the start of mining and the first blast. So that's right, as you say, the first blast is scheduled for the 30th of June, and we have mining equipment on site. So we've been employing engineers and geologists and have our key management positions in place already. So the general manager of operations and the alternate managers, and they've actually been working on the project for several months, ready for this day. So we're well prepared. We're still building out some of the team and some of the org chart. We're not quite at full capacity yet, but we've got everyone that we need for the start, and our major contracts are executed, and we have plenty of people on the ground, and it's a hive of activity out there.
Well, let's actually move on to the production ramp up then. So the ore delivery schedule is forecasting approximately 40,000 tonnes per month at over 4 grams per tonne gold. So how confident are we in maintaining this grade and tonnage, and what contingencies are in place if sort of early results fall short of expectations?
Sure. So the plan at the moment is to be mining in July, crushing in August, and then trucking to the Bluebird Gold Plant, which is 36 kilometres to the south of us by road, in September. That will allow us to be in a cash flow positive situation by October on our timeline. Now, the mining schedule obviously shows that tonnes and grade vary as with any ore body. That timeline gives us the chance to blend our stockpiles as they're being crushed, to make sure that we're delivering consistent grade and quality of material to the Westgold Bluebird plant, which we expect 40,000 tonnes at above 4 grams to be the life of mine, or the life of pit, sorry, average. But we should be able to achieve very close to that early on.
And you just touched on that then, actually, on the funding sort of strategy. So 15 million raised through the placement with County Porter's lead. We're also doing a $3 million SPP. So can you give us a little bit of background on that?
Sure. So the company is well funded. So we had $21.5 million in cash at the end of the March quarter. And then during the June quarter, we obviously did a lot of deep diamond drilling. We've been undertaking early site works. We've completed the grade control drilling for the top 50 metres of the ore body. So we're expecting to finish the June quarter with around 14.5 million in cash. So with the remaining pre-production capital items and also working capital requirements, given that we spend around 7.5 million of direct costs once mining and crushing is at full speed, we decided to raise the $15 million. So, and that comprises an $8 million tranche 1 placement, a $7 million tranche 2 placement, and an SPP. So that level of funding brings us to about $29.5 million, and that well and truly gets us through that period until October, until we receive first revenue. So we expect the remaining capital items to be around $4 million and the working capital requirement to be around 11. And then so we have over $12 million in contingency, and that can be used to accelerate exploration once we're smoothly into positive cash flow.
And Alex, for just people that are on the line who don't know the relationship with Westgold, can you perhaps just give us a little bit of an overview on that BBGO toll treatment arrangement?
Sure. So the Westgold are a major shareholder of New Murchison Gold. So they're a 15.74% shareholder. They're supportive. They participated in this raising. They're maintaining their stake and their pro rata shareholding. We also have an agreement with Westgold that ore from Crown Prince is crushed and sampled at Crown Prince and then trucked to the Bluebird Gold processing plant, which is to the south of Meekatharra in Western Australia. So that processing plant is large. It's about 2 million tonnes per annum of capacity. We're planning to deliver around 500,000 tonnes to 600,000 tonnes of ore to that plant each year. So we'll be an important part of the production mix for that plant, but also that plant lets us get into production quickly with relatively low capital and allows us to produce more ore than we would otherwise, or more gold than we would otherwise, due to its large scale and the fact that it's already there. There are other mills in the area. There's Meeka Metals, Andy Well to the north of us. There's Catalyst further to the north, the Platonic operation. But this is the closest plant and the most suitable plant for us to use.
Alex, let's move to the exploration upside, which you did touch on briefly earlier. So Crown Prince is just one deposit within the broader Garden Gully package. Tell us what's next from an exploration, a regional exploration front.
Sure. So firstly, the Crown Prince ore body, we're mining a pit down to around 150 meters. The ore body continues well below that. We're seeing around 1,500 ounces per vertical meters. So that continues below the bottom of the pit, and we expect an underground project to carry on below the pit. So we're expecting around 5,000 to 6,000 ounces per month of production from the pit, and we think any underground project will be looking for production of a similar rate going forward from the underground. So Crown Prince is very much still has a lot of growth, and we will be putting more news out on that before the end of the year. But then looking regionally, there's satellite projects, so Lydia, Abbots, that are on granted mining leases that we're looking to bring into production. And then further out, there are also some large potential scale prospects, Abernathy Airstrip, which are along the major Abernathy shear zone that extends actually all the way down to the Bluebird Gold plant. So we're busily drilling those out as well.
Well, that actually leads into my next question. Let's talk news flow catalysts. So for existing and potential investors, what do you see as the catalysts that are coming over the next sort of 6 to 12 months?
So obviously the start of production is a really key catalyst, and then confirmation that we're in positive cash flow, that we've got revenue, that the ore is being delivered effectively to the Bluebird plant. And then beyond that, there's resource and reserve updates for Crown Prince. So they'll be driven by new drilling below the pit, but also grade control drilling within the mining zone. So what we're seeing from our grade control drilling is that, in fact, the mineralised zones are better than we first expected. So we'll be incorporating that into new models. So plenty of news coming before the end of the year, and demonstrating lots of growth for the company.
Well, Alex, that's all we've got time for today, but congratulations again. Very exciting times for the company, and we look forward to future updates.
Thank you, Jane.